What's up, guys, and welcome to episode 11 of Quickie Wednesday Live. We are here with yet another episode, yet another Wednesday, and yet another Quickie Wednesday. It's time for another Quickie, my friends. And today is a sad day. Something sad has happened. Someone has passed who is big into he was a big international star, and he's passed away. The actor's name was Irfan Khan. Unbelievable Montage says, "Oh, cool, Q&A." Yeah, I thought let's spice things up a little bit. The guy from Jurassic World. It's a shame what happened. I'm not sure the cause of death. I don't know if it's due to the coronavirus or what the case is, because he was young. He was very young when he passed. I believe they said it was a tumor. Well, that is a shame. That is really sad. So Irfan Khan dies at 53 years old. This poor guy died. Star of movies like Life of Pi and Jurassic World. Had a small role also in The Amazing Spider-Man. So it's a shame what happened. No one ever likes to hear stories like this. So it's something that I wanted to get off the bat. My condolences to his family and everyone who was close to him and everyone who's worked with him and is dealing with this tragedy. It is a shame. He's been taken from us too soon. He was a really, really good actor. And it is a shame. So, with a heavy heart, we're going to continue to do the show. Yes, there will be digital giveaways on today's show. If you do happen to follow me on Twitter, I did post last night the movies that I will be giving away today. The digital codes that I will be giving away today. So that is going to happen a little later in the show. But today is going to be led by you guys. Today is mainly going to be led by you guys and your questions. If you have any questions for me, this is Quickie Wednesday Live episode 11. So let's talk a little bit. Let's have a conversation. So if there's anything, out of the blue that you guys want to talk about, feel free to ask. And if you're watching this in the repeat and you're not watching this live, then definitely, comment in the comment section. And we can talk about whatever you guys want. So let's go over here. And let's see, we got YouTube Archive. Says, hello YouTube Archive, how you doing? Unbelievable Montages, they said it was, he died from cancer. I might have actually glanced over that, so that is a big shame. Trombone Tribute says, what is your opinion of the trombone? My opinion of the trombone, it's a good instrument. You need a trombone and in a big orchestra. It helps. you know, yeah, I like it. I like it. Trombones, it's good. My buddy actually used to play the trombone in high school. Uh, I don't know why he picked the trombone, but that's what he used to play. Um, Unbelievable Montage says, did you see AMC is canceling Universal Studios? Universal Studios said they will release movies both in theaters and VOD. AMC threatened back by refusing to release Universal films in theaters. What's your take on that? Well, that is, it's a tricky situation, you know, because of everything that's going on nowadays and how movies are kind of getting dumped onto streaming and digital services. I feel like it's definitely interesting. AMC is taking a stand, saying, "Listen, if you're going to put movies on VOD as well, that's going to take money away from our theaters. It's going to take away from the box office." So I stand with AMC. I do. I would rather see a movie in the theater than stream it. It's just a different experience altogether. So I stand with AMC on this, and Universal Studios needs to realize, look, when all this is said and done, we have to walk away from this stronger than we were, and you know, it's just, I don't know. I do stand with AMC on it. Stone Shockley says, any codes this week? Yeah, there are codes this week. I'm not sure if you follow me on Instagram or not, but last night I did post the films that I will be giving away digitally this week. Movies that I picked up on 4K and Blu-ray that I had no intentions of buying, but I had a calling. So today's giveaways will be for Frozen 2, which, yes, I know I already gave away a code for Frozen 2 the Wednesday after it came out on Blu-ray. Thing is, I bought it on standard Blu-ray then. I finally upgraded it to 4K. So that's going to be one of them. Judy, with Renee Zellweger, Oscar-winning performance from Renee Zellweger. Monsters University. It's the only one that was planned. That's a 4K Steelbook I picked up. Tom Cruise in American Made. He plays Barry Seal. So that's another one that I picked up unexpectedly. Another Tom Cruise movie, Mission Impossible Fallout. Be another film to be given away. Mark Wahlberg and Peter Berg come together to make Mile 22, which I like about 75% of that movie. The last 25% kind of goes off the rails, but overall it's kind of a guilty pleasure for me. I found it for like $6 or something like that, so I did go ahead and pick that up. And the final one is Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Steven Spielberg film. Now, the digital code did expire on December 31st, 2019. But you guys tell me that even if a code expires, it'll probably still work. So just letting you know off the bat, I will give the code away, but it did expire December 29th, or December 31st last year. So it's about 4 months expired. But hey, if you guys say it'll work, I have no problem giving it away. But just know that there is a chance that it won't, but I will still be giving it away. So, hold on a second. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 codes. That's a big surprise because I wasn't planning on really having too many this week. So, Unbelievable Montage just says, what's your favorite 4K Blu-ray in terms of video and sound quality? Stone Shockley says Max Win of 2. Depending on how many people are here to participate, we will see. Because I would like a lot, like if I could give 7 people a digital copy code today, I'll be happy with that. So let's see. There's 9 in here. So if you're one of the viewers here, leave a comment now in the live chat and say, hey, I'm going to participate. Just so I have an idea of who's gonna participate in these giveaways. So drop something in the chat here. Jack is back, says I'm going to participate. YouTuber Archive says I'm going to participate. Stone Chocolate, Daniel N. Unbelievable Montages, there's 5. 6, Mr. G, I'm going to participate. Eric McGregor, I'm going to participate. So there we go. So let's do 1 code per person. Since we got all you guys participating, let's do 1 code per person. So it's more fair. Everybody has a chance to get at least 1 code. So decide what you want to participate for. I mean, because if you win, then that's it. Then you can't win another code today. So decide if you want to participate for Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Mile 22, Mission Impossible Fallout, American Made, Monsters University, Judy, or Frozen 2. Will you be doing that thing I suggested to you over Instagram? What was it that you suggested? 1 code per person? Is that what you suggested? Because if that is the case, then yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. A, because I would like to give as many people a code as I can. And B, because next Wednesday, I don't know why I said that weird. Next Wednesday, I'm not sure how many codes I'm going to have, if any. Because there's no Blu-rays or anything coming out this coming Tuesday that I plan to get. So unless there's an impulse buy somewhere, we'll have to see. Follow me on Instagram for that information. But so yeah, listen, guys, we're going to be doing the digital giveaways in a little bit. But first, let's have a Q&A. If you have any questions for me, any questions about anything really, I don't care what it is. I'm an open book. So yeah, ask away. Unbelievable Montage says Mask of Zorro 4K is coming out next week, I think. I haven't seen it in a long time. Yeah, I did notice that. I did notice that, but I don't plan on picking that up. Just never really... A, I never saw it. I'll just say that off the bat. I never saw it. And B, I never really had an interest in seeing it. So, I'm not going to pick that one up. Let's see. Bloodshot is coming out. Definitely not buying that. Gretel and Hansel is coming out on Blu-ray. Didn't really care for that. Especially didn't care for it enough to buy it. The Lodge is coming out, which is a movie that totally flew under the radar. Didn't see it, but I'm probably not going to get it. At least not until it's cheaper. 47 Ronin is coming on 4K, but I'm probably not going to pick that up either. And that's really it. But 2 weeks, in 2 weeks today, it'll be the 13th of May. That rhymed. 2 codes for sure. Birds of Prey and The Call of the Wild. Those 2 codes for sure. And that's going to be the 13th of May, which will be that Quickie Wednesday Live. I think it'll be episode 13 of Quickie Wednesday Live. There will be those 2 codes officially. The day before that, you can expect the unboxings for those 2 as well. Then the following week, another 2 codes confirmed. War of the Worlds I'll be picking up on 4K, and Onward on 4K Blu-ray. So that's the plan. And I might even pick up The Way Back with Ben Affleck. That's also the 19th of May. So those are 3 that are probably going to happen. And then the week after that, May 26th, Tuesday, May 26th, which is actually my birthday, believe it or not, The Deer Hunter comes on 4K, and that's with Meryl Streep, so I might pick that up, potentially. And The Invisible Man with Elizabeth Moss, which I liked, but I didn't love. Didn't go crazy for it. So there's a chance that I'm going to wait for Black Friday for that one. But then the week after that, June 2nd, we got Parasite coming on 4K, so definitely expect that, and a digital giveaway for that. And Jaws on 4K. So those are another 2 that I'll confirm that I'll be getting. Week after that, I don't really see anything on the 9th that I'll be picking up. The 16th, Braveheart 4K Blu-ray, Gladiator 4K Blu-ray. They're both Steelbooks. So maybe I'll be picking those up. June 23rd, I don't see anything. June 30th, I don't see anything. I know we're getting real into the future here. July 7th, I don't see anything. July 14th, I don't see anything. July 21st, I see Marriage Story for Criterion, so if that has a digital code in it, I'll probably be doing that as well. And July 28th, Wonder Woman is coming on 4K Steelbook, so that'll close that out. But yeah, so that's the plan for confirmed giveaways anyway. Let's see. Eric McGregor says, I suggested not being able to win more than one code 2 or so weeks in a row. If I do that, we're going to start that when we get more viewers. As of right now, I don't think that's such a good idea. But when we get more people in here and the audience starts to grow, then that'll definitely be the case, probably. Unbelievable montages. Antonio Banderas was good in it, I believe. Yeah, I don't know. Didn't that come out around the same time King Kong came out in 2005 or something like that? Stone Shockley says the 13th is my birthday. Well, happy early birthday. Oh, that's what? That's going to be Quickie Wednesday episode 13. So that's interesting. Let's see. Next month is also Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, I'm not gonna buy that. Not even gonna buy that on Black Friday. If you want my opinion on that movie, watch my review for it. You will never see me owning that movie. That's what I'll say. Unbelievable montages. I'm going to wait for a Shout Factory sale for Deer Hunter. They usually have one in October. Interesting. But from what I hear about the UK 4K transfer, it's really great. Well, that's definitely something to look forward to. Unbelievable montages. Mask of Zorro was 1998. It's the sequel, Legend of Zorro, that released alongside King Kong. Okay. All right. Yeah, I knew some kind of Zorro thing was out. Because I remember when I went to see King Kong back in 2005, I don't know. I just remember there being a Zorro movie involved. I don't know. I didn't see it, though. I loved The Mask of Zorro, Legend of Zorro, not so much. See, I don't know. I only really, like roles like that is like Puss in Boots, like Puss in Boots is like Zorro, right? Just as a cat in many ways. So that was almost kind of perfect casting to cast Antonio Banderas as Puss in Boots. It's the same actor, yeah. Same actor. Yeah, but that's the plan for giveaways anyway. Digital giveaways. There are other 4Ks that I do plan on picking up, but I can't confirm anything or announce anything because I don't even know if I am. So we'll see. Sales are always great because when a 4K is $30 a piece, it's kind of difficult. You know, it's kind of tough to do that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, guys, let's continue this Q&A. Ask me anything. Any film information, any film questions, my opinions on movies, my opinions on life, anything you want. Anything you want, really. And then we'll get to the giveaways. But first, like I said, I do want to do a little giveaway, or a little Q&A here. I do have the trusty dusty keyboard with me. Jack is back. What is your favorite DC superhero? My favorite DC superhero is probably Batman. I love Batman. Batman is the man. So I would probably say Batman with like Superman at number 2. And then the rest of them. But those are the two that really stand out to me. Mainly because of Christopher Nolan's trilogy, you know. Stone Shockley says, who is your favorite Batman actor? Well, that kind of ties into what I was just saying. It's Christian Bale. I think Christian Bale brought the most depth, brought the most humanity, and he gave everything to the role with the physical transformation, just everything. The costume, Christopher Nolan's Batman was terrific. All 3 of those movies, I love. I love Christian Bale in those movies. Stone Shockley says, what is your favorite Joker actor? It's down to 2. And I think it's down to 2 for everybody. Maybe. I could be wrong about that. But it's either Heath Ledger or Joaquin Phoenix. Now, that's not only because both actors won an Oscar for the same role. Heath Ledger for supporting actor, Joaquin Phoenix for leading actor. You know, it's not just that reason. It's just I think both performances are captivating. Even though Joaquin's Joker is a different Joker, it's still absolutely riveting. So I can't choose. It's literally like I have a coin, and on the one end of the coin is Heath Ledger's Joker, and you flip the coin and it's Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. And I don't even flip the coin because I don't like landing on a specific answer because I think they're both incredible. So I just keep that coin in my pocket. So both of them, they're tied. Joaquin Phoenix, Heath Ledger, the best Jokers we've ever had. Worst Joker is Jared Leto. Absolutely. Jared Leto, I don't know what was going on there. I don't know. Suicide Squad was just abysmal. It was a mess. Now, if you like the movie, hey, all the power to you. But it wasn't for me. Daniel N says, what are your thoughts about Universal Regal AMC beef? Yeah, we were talking about that a little before. We were talking about that a little bit before. Unbelievable Montages asked about that. And listen, I'm with AMC on this. As I mentioned before, I'll say it again. I mean, I don't know if that's the popular opinion, but it's my opinion. I'm going to stick with AMC on this. Mainly because I love the movie-going experience. I love going to the theater. I love it. And I've been having withdrawals from not being able to go. It's been a while. And I've never gone this long without going to the movies since 10 years ago. You know? So it's rough. I mean, maybe I was addicted to it. I don't know. I just can't wait until I go back. When they open, the day they open, I will be there. I don't care if it's select seating, whatever the case may be. I need it in my life because I love it. It's like my favorite thing to do is going to the movie theater. I don't care what the movie is. It's just the experience, and you walk in, it's the smell. Getting your ticket stubbed. It's like it's like heaven for me, you know? It's the truth. So I'm with AMC on this, you know. I think Universal. Why can't I speak today? I think Universal should not panic, and you know, stop. Listen, you could release movies on VOD now because the theaters are not open. But when theaters reopen, you go back to the way things were. You don't start to stream them, because then people lose out on that experience. And then if movie theaters don't do as well, guess what? They're shutting down. So that's a bad idea. It's a bad idea, because think about it this way. Universal says, no, I'm going to put my movies on VOD. You could put them in the theater as well, but they're not going to do as good business. Now think about it this way as well. If they do that, and AMC gets the movies, VOD gets the movies as well, people might say, you know what? A, they're either going to say, you know what, screw it, let's all go to the theater and enjoy that experience, and the VOD thing just fails, and then they stop it. Or B, the VOD thing goes very successfully, and AMC theaters for Universal movies takes a hit. You know, and if that's the case, then other studios might think to do the same. Disney Plus is a very popular thing. Disney could start to do this. Now, I don't think so, because Disney makes a lot of money, the box office. So, who knows? Unbelievable montages. I tried to watch BTS behind the scenes they released, and I still thought Jared Leto was bad. I can see why his scenes were cut. Yeah, and I heard he was like so into this method acting to where he sent like used condoms and like dead rats to the co-stars. I don't know why. Like, I don't understand how that makes him a better method actor. Because in the end of the day, he is acting. This is Jared Leto sending this stuff. So it's a little overboard what he did. But yeah, I agree. Stone Chocolate, he could be a good Morbius. Yeah, I'm sure he could. So listen, he's great in Dallas Buyers Club. It won him an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor. It's not that he's a bad actor. It's just what he's given is bad. And some of the choices he makes is bad as well. With the Joker. Nobody's perfect. I'm not going to hold that against him. I can see where Universal is coming from. The audience are loving PVOD and it's making Universal profit. They can't really turn back now. Well, yes, they can. You know, they can. Will they? Who knows? If they put their foot in the ground, then AMC is not getting their movies. Which is the same. A lot of big movies come from Universal. You know? So I don't know. We're going to have to see what happens. But as of right now, I'm with AMC on this. Stone Chocolate theaters might reopen early. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Unbelievable Montages says some small theaters are already reopening. Well, there you go. Stone Chocolate says Disney is thinking about re-releasing Infinity War and Endgame. Yeah, well, I'm sure they are. You know, like when theaters reopen, what are you going to put in? Movies that were out in the end of February? Movies that were out in the beginning of March? Theater's been closed for about a month and a half now. So what are you going to put? The movies that were out a month and a half ago? What are you going to reopen with? My theater has 20 movie houses. What are you going to film with? Movies that are probably out on Blu-ray now? Like, what's going to happen? So I wouldn't be surprised if they say some of your favorite blockbusters are going to be in for a week or two. You know? Come see them in the theater. Who knows? Who knows? I think Regal is joining against Universal too. Well, maybe they are, because maybe they have the same mindset as I do. Now, would I go as far as say, I'm not putting your movies in my theater? Because that's, I mean, if they don't put the movies in their theater, AMC or Regal, then they're losing out completely. At least if they do take the movies, sure, they might get a cut of the profit because VOD is, they're on VOD as well. But I think it would be smarter to just go with it instead of saying we're not going to put your movies in our theater, because then you're going to lose out entirely. So either lose a little or lose a lot. If Universal has made up their mind on this, there's not much you could do. So your choice is either make nothing off the Universal movies or make a little bit. So we'll see. Stone Shockley, Disney should release New Mutants when the theaters reopen. I honestly don't understand how that movie is. The world hates that movie. There is a higher power that is so against this movie coming out. I don't know. Why didn't they put that on VOD? Do you really think people are going to clamor out to the theater to see this movie? I mean, I don't care about it. I don't care about it. It's irrelevant. I don't even think it looks that good. I really don't. So, who knows? Unbelievable montage. I can't talk. My God. Unbelievable montage. It says, I think it's up to the audience to decide. No one wants to go to the theaters anymore because they're so tuned to on demand. Then the box office will suffer. Well, not really. The whole box office won't suffer. This is just for Universal movies. So, like I said, if Universal movies are going on demand and they're also going into theaters, then maybe half your audience is going to go to the theater to see those movies. Half your audience is going to stay home. When theaters are open, what is the choice that they're going to make? And I feel like people will still go to the theater. So I think the margin is going to be higher on the theater side. I don't know. That's my gut feeling about it. Stone Shockley says they should re-release Avatar in 3D when theaters reopen. Hey, why not? Unbelievable montages. What was your favorite video game growing up? And what's your favorite video game system growing up? PlayStation 2 for me. That was the revolutionary thing that came out, and it played DVDs. The games were good. The graphics were good enough at the time, anyway. So PlayStation 2 for me. I've always been a Sony guy, so PlayStation 2 for me. Favorite game growing up is actually still my favorite game. And that is Kingdom Hearts. Streamed them all on my channel. All the main games, anyway, and the main series. Or 1, 2, and 3, I should say. The trilogy, the main trilogy. Yeah, I mean, Kingdom Hearts is, is my favorite. It's always been my favorite, and it'll always be my favorite. Now listen. What is my favorite newer game? The Last of Us. It's probably The Last of Us. So, yeah. Now, that doesn't mean that I didn't play other games and I didn't enjoy other games, because that would be false. Stone Shockley says Lego Star Wars is a complete saga. I did play Lego Star Wars, the original trilogy, and the prequels. 2 games. I played both of them. I loved them. I played a lot of The Sims too. I played Tech and the Power of Juju, if that was even the title of it. I played that. I played Destroy All Humans, I think, where you're an alien and there's cows involved. Yeah. Just a couple off the top of my head. Oh, Madagascar. It's a weird one, but I played that. Madagascar 1 for the PlayStation 2 was a fun time. At least I remember it was. Spider-Man 2 for the PlayStation 2 was a great game. And when the new Spider-Man game came out, the swinging and everything like about the game is very similar to that Spider-Man 2 game, which is why I really like the new one. But that Spider-Man 2 game, that might be my I don't know. I loved it. Needless to say, I loved it. Yeah. Which leads me to why Spider-Man 2 is the thumbnail of this video. Again, if you follow me on Instagram, I did post last night saying, hey, I'm watching one of the greatest comic book movies, superhero movies ever made. It's pizza time or whatever. And it was Spider-Man 2. I watched Spider-Man 2 last night again, and it still holds up. Is some of it cheesy? Yeah, it is. But, I mean, comic books were cheesy. Comic books had a lot of cheese in them. Not all of them, but occasionally you'll find cheese in comic books. So, listen, when you got tiny little cheesy bits sprinkled throughout, I'm okay with it. But overall, no, it wasn't the extended cut. It was the theatrical cut. I did watch Spider-Man 2.1 or whatever it was called, the extended version. Thought it was alright. But I mean, the theatrical cut of Spider-Man 2 is just... It's one of the most quintessential superhero movies ever made. Some of the lessons in that movie are so profoundly deep and moving and just powerful. And I cannot emphasize enough, Alfred Molina as Doc Ock is one of, if not, the greatest on-screen superhero comic book villain. Yeah. I will say that till the cows come home. Now, I did watch the original Spider-Man the night before, and that's great as well. But Doc Ock, Alfred Molina, I absolutely... I love it. I love it. It's like, he's great. He's so great. And one of the best things about Spider-Man 2 is the visual effects. The movie, it does not look fake. It does not look artificial. It looks like he's swinging around the city. And this movie came out in 2004. And think about this as well. Spider-Man 2 is the only superhero movie in history to win Best Visual Effects at the Oscars. That's the truth. Now, let me just fact check myself here, because there's one movie that I feel like I don't think won it, but I could be wrong. Yeah. The Dark Knight was nominated for visual effects, but it did not win. So, yeah. Spider-Man 2 is the only superhero movie in history to win the Oscar for Best Visual Effects. And it's totally deserving. Let's see. Jonah Jameson in Spidey suit is the best thing about 2.1 cut. Yeah, I think that was pretty good. Michael Reyes, his portrayal as Doc Ock was great. Absolutely. Daniel N., thoughts on Sam Raimi directing Doctor Strange 2? Yeah, this came up last week, I believe. Maybe 2 weeks ago this came up. And I also talked about it in like the first episode of Quickie Wednesday Live. I think it's great news. I think it's incredible news. You know, let Sam Raimi come back to the comic book movies. And hey, this movie is called Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So maybe we'll see Doctor Strange going through the multiverse, and just for a snippet, we see Tobey Maguire in the Spider-Man suit with that original suit swinging around or something. That would make me the happiest human being on the face of the planet. It would, because Tobey Maguire will be my Spider-Man forever. Tom Holland is great, but Tom Holland's Spider-Man is an alternative Iron Man, basically. Did they do that on purpose? Yes, they did. Yes, they did. One of his suits is even called the Iron Dam Spider. Spider-Man Homecoming, he's got someone that he talks to like Jarvis. You know, it's a truth. So, for me, Tobey Maguire is just the best Spider-Man. And listen, people say, oh, he doesn't give enough one-liners, not enough quips. I disagree. Watch those movies again. There's quips in there. Spider-Man 2, I was just watching it last night. The time they're in the bank and Doc Ock is trying to rob the bank, Spider-Man gets the bag of money. And he swings around and he says, "Here's your change." And he tosses it to Doc Ock. That's a quip. They're in there. I think it's great. Loved it. Let's see. Unbelievable Montage says, I liked Far From Home because you can see him starting to become classic Spider-Man at the end. Yeah, that's true. That is true. I agree. Spider-Man Far From Home, at the end of that movie, he has like a final swing, which I think was great. You know, that was the thing. One of the things I love about the first two Spider-Man movies is there's a final swing at the end. And he's swinging around the damn city, and the music is just great. And then they did it in Amazing Spider-Man 1. They gave him a final swing, which was, you know, talk about the movie how you will, but the final swing was all right. And then you didn't get one since. Then Spider-Man Far From Home, you get a final swing. And I was a fan. I was a fan of that, so I agree. I agree with you there. I was so disappointed at the end of Spider-Man 3 when you didn't get a final swing. Like, oh my God. Like, I was like, that's it? There's no final swing? What? What? I was like, what? Yeah. But, listen, Spider-Man 3, I think it has a heart and it has a soul. Deep within, there is a beating heart and a beating soul within Spider-Man 3. So overall, I think it's a passable movie. And if you want my full opinion on that, go to my Quickie Wednesday playlist, Quickie Wednesday Live playlist, where you will scroll and you'll find the Spider-Man reviews. Spider-Man 3 being one of them. But, yeah. But I do have my keyboard here, so somebody mentioned a trombone earlier. So what I'll do is I'll try to play Doc Ock's theme in the trombone. It's a hard theme to play, but let's see. Ock theme in the trombone. Unbelievable montages. What's your 4K TV brand and model number? I don't know what the model number is, but it's an LG. It's a 40-inch LG. So I don't know the model number. If I find out, I'll let you know, definitely. But I don't even know. But I'm happy with it. I got a 40-inch LG here, and if you guys could, I don't know if you could see, but there's this, what is this? A Samsung sound bar underneath. Now the sound bar is connected straight to the TV, so anything could come out of this. Any kind of sound that goes into the TV comes out of this. But when I watch my movies with my 4K Blu-ray and the 4K, the HDMI or whatever, I have a receiver here, a sound receiver, for like 5.1, 7.1 audio. So I have full surround sound as well with the subwoofer. So there's 3 speakers in the front and 2 in the back. When I first got the receiver, the speakers that came with it were smaller. So I said, I got to upgrade. So what I did a couple of years ago, I went and I was lucky enough to get bigger speakers, bookshelf speakers, Polk audio speakers that are hangable on the wall. There's a place that you can hang it by a screw or whatever. So I've got it. I've got the 3. I got the front left, the front right, and the center. They're all JBL, or not JBL, Polk audio speakers. And I got the 2 in the back there. Same kind, same size. So I'm a very lucky man. I've got the setup. Yeah. Unbelievable montages. The model number you can find out in your settings, I believe, in the About tab. Well, let's find out. Oh, I just dropped the remote. Alright, let's find out. And hey, if anybody's got any more questions, I'll answer them. Then we're going to do this giveaway. So let's see. Okay, advanced. Let's go to general. About this TV. Software version 3.15.95. TV information, LG, Web, OS, TV, UF6430. So, yeah. There it is. It's, like I said, LG Web OS TV UF6430. So, there it is. Since you can play the Doc Ock theme, do you know how to play the Green Goblin theme? No, I don't. Believe it or not, the Doc Ock theme is it's a lot easier than the Green Goblin theme. Doc Ock's theme, even though it is kind of difficult to play, it's kind of complex. But the Green Goblin thing, I can't even. I could, if I heard it, I could pick it out. But what is it? It's kind of similar, but it's ba ba da. I don't know. I don't even know. So no, I can't. But if I was to play any Spider-Man music, I can't play a ton. I cannot play a ton, but I could play like some of the main theme, you know. It's great. Danny Elfman's music for those movies is fantastic. But so I could play that. I could play Doc Ock's theme. Play that. And Spider-Man 3. I could play a little bit of Spider-Man 3 as well. I could play it a little bit. Let's see. Unbelievable montages. Do you play a lot of piano? Did you play a lot of piano growing up? Yeah, I did. Growing up, I spent a lot of time at my grandmother's house because my parents, they worked a lot, or they were working third shift or whatever the case was. So during the day, they'd sleep a lot, and then they'd go to work at nighttime. So I was at my grandmother's house a lot, and she had a organ there. She actually still has it. Really old-fashioned organ, which has a whole bunch of settings on it, piano setting and all sorts of stuff. So I remember one night or one day or whatever it was, I just remember sitting at it and just turning it on and seeing what I could do. And I sat there, and I remember I was watching Attack of the Clones. I was watching Attack of the Clones on a full-screen DVD. This was a long, long time ago. In that den where that TV is, and that organ is. And I remember watching Attack of the Clones, and I was like, when I was younger, and I was so into that music. And I was really finding what I really liked in life, and scores was one of the main things. So I was so into the music of it. So when I was sitting down, I said, you know what? This song is so beautiful. Stone Shockley, will the giveaway start soon? Yeah, I'll finish up here and then we'll do the giveaway. But I was thinking the song and the score is so great. So I was sitting there and I said, I'm probably going to sound horrible, but let's see what happens. So I started just playing around, looking for the right notes. I heard it, and I silenced the dialogue in my head and the sound effects and everything. I heard it. I heard the song. And I had the score too, so I put it on. You hear. So I said, okay, let me try to play that, because it doesn't seem that hard. It really doesn't when you think about it. It's bum bum, bum 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 bum. It doesn't seem that hard. So you look for bum, you find it. You just kind of try to hit that no. You try to find that note. So when you finally find the no, I said, oh, there it is. And the next is da da, so it goes down, obviously. So you got to find a key that's not too far down, but it's a little lower. So you find da da, and then I just started to da 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 da. And when I did that, I was like, well, I could play anything. Right? Let me just listen to it. I could play it. It just came so easily to me. You know, and now today it's it's more, you know, as I've gotten older, obviously I got better at it, you know. But yeah, I've played a lot, you know. So thank God for that organ. And then I remember I got a little older and I said, okay, let me try to challenge myself here. And let me try to sing. let me try to sing, because I grew up watching all the Disney movies, which I still love. I think Alan Menken is incredible. You know, I think he's one of the best film scorers out there. So I said, let me try to sing. You know, while I play. You know, can I do that? That's like when you tap your head and you got to put your thing in the. You know, can I do that? It's like multitasking almost. So I said, well, I know how to play Beauty and the Beast. You know, it was that point I had to. It was pretty simple, which can be played. Can be played all over the place. Let's see. Can you give Monsters University away first? That's getting giveaway second, I think. Frozen 2 is first, then third. Frozen 2 is first, then Judy, then Monsters University. But if you want, I could do Monsters University second. But Frozen 2 is first, because that's the most recent release. But hey, whatever you want. So... somebody else's lick. You dream about going up there, but that is a big mistake. You look at the world around you, right here on the ocean floor. Such wonderful things around you. What more are you looking for? Under the sea, under the sea. Darling, it's better, down where it's better. Take it from me. Up on the shore they work all day. Out in the sun they slave away. Darling, it's better, down where it's wetter. Under the sea. So there we go. All right, so let's do this. Let's do this giveaway. Then we'll call it away. Call it a day. Do you know video game themes like Mario? No, I don't. I don't. The only video game music I can play is Kingdom Hearts. Are you going to show the movies you picked up? Yeah, I'll show them. Yeah, I'll show them. Sure. But I could play Kingdom Hearts music, so let's see. Kingdom Hearts 1. That's basically the theme to the whole series. Then you go to Kingdom Hearts 2, and it's... So that's Kingdom Hearts 2, and then Kingdom Hearts 3. So there's some Kingdom Hearts. But yeah, I agree with you. Unbelievable montages. Absolutely. Music's a powerful thing. And that's all I really listen to is movie scores and soundtracks. That's it. I mean, sure, there's other songs and you know, today's culture that I do enjoy. But overall, you know, it's movies for me. But yeah, and if you guys can't even notice, I don't even know if you saw these in the background, but you know, you were curious what my favorite video game is. Look no further. You know, got a couple pops in my collection. I know I've only got 2 on display here. The other ones are over here. Maybe I'll move them. I don't know. Or maybe I'll get more and line them up somehow. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah. But I also pulled this over here because, you know, it is in the thumbnail. And I always, you know, this is that original DVD. And I love the poster design. How Doc Ock is actually in the eye. I always love that. You know. But yeah, this is the original DVD that is seen through and through. Now, I did have it on VHS as well. I've lost that, unfortunately. But this is the DVD that I've had forever. So, obviously now I have the 4K, but this is always going to be, you know, it's like plucked out of my my youth. Yeah. But all right, so let's get this show on the road. You know what? You know what I got over here? This is crazy. So, it's a little banged up, what I'm about to show you. But this is an original action figure from 2004, right? When the movie came out. I am happy I have this, but it's... Wait till you see it. It is a little dinged up, but an original action figure from 2004 that I have on display, sitting on top of these pops here, is Doc Ock. You know, say no more. He is, I mean, look at it. I love the design. It's Alfred Molina, man. Like, come on. Like, now, like I said, it is a little dinged up. This tentacle, this don't even have its things anymore. This only has 2. That has all of them. And, you know, this has 1. But still, I mean, he used to come with sunglasses, his glasses, and obviously, look at it's a little dinged up. But yeah, I've had this for quite some time, and I've always treasured it. This used to work, you know, this lever on the back where the tentacles would actually move. But yeah, this has seen better days, but still, one of the best movie superhero villains ever. Incredible design, just everything about him. It's you know, I love Doc Ock. I always will. And yeah, Spider-Man 2, man. Spider-Man 2. It's been such a long time since I've seen that figure. Yeah, you know, I keep it here. I mean, obviously, you know, I mean, you're probably wondering why it's half beaten to shit. But, you know, you buy that, you gotta play with it, you know. But, I mean, I've had that since 2004, so it's been through a lot. He's also one of the best anti-heroes. Absolutely. Like, I love his arc in the movie. You know? I love his arc. What did it say? Intelligence is a gift for the good of mankind. A privilege. Or something. It's great. It's great. Considering he saved New York at the end and sacrificed himself. Yeah, I know. I mean, even Spider-Man was like, I'll drown the damn thing. You know, and he says, I'll do it. You know? And I thought it was so tragic when he's underneath that thing and the tentacles, they're trying to pull down this tritium into the river. And his final lines are, I will not die a monster. When I don't think he does. Because at that point, Otto Octavius is redeemed. When he realizes that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, and he realizes that, you know what? These tentacles have turned me into something I'm not because the damn chip got destroyed. You know what happens. But I love the arc. I do. And I just think it was so tragic that he says, you know, I will not die a monster. When, you know, something about that kind of tells me that when he did say to the arms, you know, listen to me now, you know, that when he was underneath that tritium and it pulled him into the ocean, those arms could have very easily, quickly swam him up to the surface. But I don't think they did. I think that was the final FU from those arms, was drowning him. Maybe. I don't know. That's a deeper theory. If only they got Dr. Connors to transform into the lizard in the fourth movie, they kept on teasing his character. I know. Oh my God. I know. Oh, you don't know how bad I wanted a fourth movie. You don't know how bad I hate Sony for what they did. They didn't let Sam Raimi do his thing. They had their hands all over Spider-Man 3, and they wanted to do the same thing for Spider-Man 4. And you know what Sam Raimi said? I'm out. When that happened, you know what Tobey Maguire said? I'm out. And when that happened, you know what Sony said? Okay, well, let's just do it again. And they did. And we all saw how that turned out. It's a shame. But listen, we're always going to have those movies. So, Electro was a nightmare. Sure was. Sure was. All right, so let's do these digital giveaways. Who's ready? I think we had a good conversation there. Did Lizard even have a nose in Amazing Spider-Man? I don't know. He looked like a mutation of a lizard and Lord Voldemort. You know, like it was just weird looking. Amazing Spider-Man. Oh my! Like, what was the deal? Like all those cops just turned into lizards. And then when the antidote got sprinkled from the sky, they all turned back to humans. But what happened between that time? Did they kill people? Like, is that just something we're supposed to be all right with? Like, I don't know. That's a different conversation. But I don't own those movies. I used to, but I realized that I'm better than that. And I just good without them, you know. Good without them. But all right, so let's do the first code, and that is Frozen 2. So let me see. Okay. Let me type out the question, and we're going to do Frozen 2 first, guys. So that's what we're doing right now. Frozen 2 giveaway right now. You guys ready? Because I got the question ready. I noticed you haven't shown the movies you bought yet, but you can show them at the end after the giveaways. Oh! Yeah, geez. Good thing you reminded me about that. They're still on the shelf. I didn't even take them out of the shelf yet, so I'll grab them now. Yeah, I'll show them as we go. So here we go. So first, which I would have picked up on a Steelbook, but they're all sold out, unfortunately, and I'm not paying an overpriced amount on eBay for it. So we got Frozen 2 here on a 4K Blu-ray. And I'll tell you this, I heard a lot of bad things about this transfer, that it wasn't too much different from the actual Blu-ray. I disagree. I think this looks incredible and sounds incredible. So I would recommend it. This is the best way to watch this movie. And it sounds great. So yeah. So here it is. Here's the question for the digital copy code for Frozen 2. It's happening now. It's giveaway time. And the question is, who played Lieutenant Matthias in Frozen 2? Give me an actor's name. Walking Disaster comes in with Sterling K. Brown. You added a question mark, but guess what? You got it. You won the code. Congratulations, my friend. Sterling K. Brown has won the... Or I almost said Sterling K. Brown has won the code for Frozen 2. No, but you're right. Walking Disaster, you're right. You just won the digital code for Frozen 2. Congratulations. That's awesome. So hit me up. Hit me up on Instagram or Twitter, whatever you prefer, to claim the code, and I will send it to you shortly after the show. All right, so here we go. Next up, for if you really want it, it's time for Monsters University. I was going to do Judy next, but from requests, we will do Monsters University next. Let me just get my... Okay, here we go. If anyone wants dibs on the Google Play half, just comment. Absolutely. Very nice of you. All right, so let me type out this question. And then we'll get this show on the road. before I press enter and give this away, let's just talk about it real quick. Monsters University on 4K Blu-ray Steelbook. I really like this artwork. Nothing too fancy about the spine there. In the back, the flag. And opening it up, you do get 3 discs for Monsters University, which I do appreciate. Uh-oh, well, that's not... Oh, my God. Okay. All right, we got a problem. No, it's all right. We're all good. Whew. And then here we go. You got that artwork on the back. So overall, very nice packaging here with the Steelbook. Really nice design. But yeah, so Monsters University. Don't dent it. Yeah, I know. No, it's good. It just kind of tapped off my computer. But no, we're good. We're good. But the picture quality on that and sound is also great. One of the better looking and sounding Pixar movies, so I definitely recommend it. But it is very nice. So here we go. For the digital code of Monsters University, today's question is, Dan Scanlon directed Monsters University. What other Pixar film did he direct? Mr. G says up. That is incorrect. New Challenger says Monsters, Inc. That is incorrect. Jack is back says Onward. You are correct. Ray Sai comes in second with Onward. Nick Barkenhagen back up says Brave. Jack is back says Onward again. But guess what? You didn't need to say it again because you've already won it. Congratulations. Jack is back. You have won the digital code for Monsters University. So congratulations. Send me a message, Instagram, Twitter, whatever you prefer, and claim the code. So congratulations. That's awesome. Very nice. Actually, Mr. G and New Challenger, the director of Up and Monsters University, both films actually have the same director, and that is Pete Docter, who also directed Inside Out. And is going to be directing Soul, which is coming out later this year. So, yeah. Very cool. Very cool indeed. You are welcome, my friend. Absolutely. So, next, we are going to do the digital code giveaway for Judy. Time for Judy, everybody. Let's see. Okay. Okay, here we go. Let's see. I still got to sign up for Disney Plus trial to see Onward. Yeah, absolutely. Or, hey, win the digital copy code in a couple weeks, you know? Maybe you will. 2 weeks today, that's when... Or no, 3 weeks today. That's when the Onward digital giveaway will be. But here we go. Time for Judy. The question is, for the Judy digital copy code, how many acting Oscars was Judy Garland, or has Judy Garland been nominated for? I typed that total. I botched that typing. How many acting Oscars were Judy... How many Oscars was... Okay, how many Oscars was Judy Garland nominated for? Damn it. Acting Oscars. How many acting Oscars was Judy Garland nominated for? Mr. G says 4. That's incorrect. Daniel N says 2. That's incorrect. Blue Challenger says 3. That is incorrect. Nick Barkenhagen back up says 3. That is incorrect. Daniel N says best performance by an actress in a leading role. That's incorrect. Mo Komochi says 5. It's incorrect. Daniel N says 1. That is incorrect. Oh, am I an idiot? Yeah. Okay. Daniel N, you got it right. You got it right. You said 2. I totally passed that out. That's 2. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Daniel N said 1, then he said 2. I don't know how I don't know. But yeah, you won, Daniel N. Congratulations. Wow, that was a big brain fart. Yeah, it has. She was nominated for 2 Oscars. 1955, Best Actress in a Leading Role for A Star Is Born. 1962, Best Actress in a Supporting Role for Judgment at Nuremberg. Don't know what that is. But congratulations, Daniel N. She has been nominated for 2 acting Oscars, so you got it right. I don't even know how. I don't know. Don't know what happened there. But yes, congratulations, Daniel N. You got it. So be sure to message me to claim the code, and I will be sending it a little later in the show. Or after the show, I should say. All right, so let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 codes left, and the next code will be for American Made. The Tom Hanks movie, American Made. Let's see. Yeah, Tom Cruise movie. Did I say Hanks? Regardless, Tom Cruise. Let me type this question out. Okay. When he crashes a plane while on where he crashes a plane while on coke for real. Only Tom Cruise would do something crazy. Yeah, that was a crazy scene. All right, here we go. Let me make sure. All right. Time for the okay. so here we go. So the question for the American-made digital code. Before that, Unbelievable Montage, Top Gun 2 is one of my most anticipated movies of 2020. I'll tell you what, the first Top Gun, I think it's all right. I saw it once. I wasn't blown away by it, but I am looking forward to seeing the second one. All right, so here we go. Here's the question for the American-made digital copy code. American-Made was directed by Doug Liman. What other film did he and Tom Cruise make together? What was it? What's the title? Ray Sy pops in real quick with Edge of Tomorrow. And guess what, Ray? You're damn right. Mr. G says Swingers. I don't think so. Unbelievable Montages and sequel on the way too. Yeah, I hope so. I really hope so. Ray Sy, Live, Die, Repeat, Edge of Tomorrow. You just made it even more clear. Guess what? You won the digital copy code for Edge of Tomorrow for American Made, which is right here. So congratulations. Congratulations, Ray Sy. You have just won the digital copy code for American Made. Fun little movie. So, congrats, my friend. And this is a fantastic film, by the way, so I can't wait for a sequel to it. But, yeah, listen, Ray Sy, send me a message. Instagram or Twitter, claim the code a little after the show. I will give you that code. So, again, congratulations, Ray Sy. You just won the digital copy code for American Made. All right, guys, 3 codes left. And one is potentially expired. I know the drill. Sent DM. Thanks. Absolutely. Absolutely. Congratulations. That's awesome. Someone Shockley says, what are they again? What are they? Well, the other 3 giveaways are Mission Impossible Fallout, Mile 22, which is Mark Wahlberg and Peter Berg, and Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Mile 22 isn't great, but it is a guilty little pleasure. All right, so we're going to do Mission Impossible Fallout next. So, Mile 22 should have been better. Absolutely. I think the first, like I said, the first 75% of it is really good, but then the last 25% kind of falls all over the place. Did you see their new movie, Spencer Confidential? No, I didn't. I did not. I did not see that. Your mission, should you choose to accept it. Absolutely. So here we go. Let me type out this question. Okay, here we go. So, the question for the Mission Impossible Fallout digital copy code is, what actor for Mission Impossible Fallout also appeared in Hobbs and Shaw? Might be a tricky question. But hey, we gotta do what we gotta do. Unbelievable Montages, it's based off a TV series, and yeah, that one felt really rushed too. Oh, it did. Oh, I see. Yeah, I haven't seen that one, but I don't know if I'm gonna check it out though. Not that I have anything against Netflix movies. It's just when they have a lot of crap. Netflix, their movies, they put out a lot of stinkers. Lot of stinkers. Unbelievable montages. It has Mark Wahlberg and Winston Duke. Yeah, I did see that. Are you guys Googling this? Does no one have the answer to this question? Am I asking too hard of questions? Or does no one want Mission Impossible Fallout? This is the longest wait ever. What actor from Mission Impossible Fallout also appeared in Hobbs and Shaw? Steve! Hey, Steve! You got it right! You came out of nowhere, but you got it right. So congratulations, Steve! I don't recognize you, but if you're new, don't forget to do two things. Well, three things. The first thing, I can't speak today. The first thing, message me on either Twitter or Instagram to claim your digital copy code. You have a week to do so. The second thing, hit that like button. And the third thing, if you are new, hit that subscribe button. So here we go. The links to my social media are in the description, but I'll post them here as well. So Twitter is RyanKing72 and Instagram is KingOrises131. So hey Steve, listen, you just popped in out of nowhere. No one else answered. No one. So either nobody wanted it, or you just had no clue. Either way, Steve, congratulations. You did it. Yeah. So all you got to do is message me on either Instagram or Twitter. There's my handles, and I'll send you the code shortly after the show. Let's see here. What was it? Oh, you're right. Spencer Confidential, huh? All right. So let me type out this question here for mile 22. That's next. But hey, if anyone's curious, this is Mission Impossible Fallout on 4K Blu-ray. Looks and sounds absolutely incredible. 3-disc set, and there she is, Vanessa Kirby. So, great picture, great sound. I picked this up for $15. So where could you go wrong there? All right. So let me type out this question. Post Malone played a small little role in Spencer Confidential. Jeez. Well, that's cool. There you go. Let me type this out. Okay. Stone Shockley, waiting for Close Encounters. Very cool. Well, that's next, my friend. That is next. So here we go. For Mile 22. Peter Berg directed Mile 22. What was Peter Berg's directorial film debut? First person to pop in gets that good old code. Let's see. Mokomochi says Extraction. Nick Barkenhagen Backup says very bad things. Congratulations, Nick Barkenhagen Backup. You have won the digital copy code for Mile 22. Have a fun time with it. As I said, I'm not sure if you've seen it before, but it is more of a guilty pleasure for me. The last 15 to 20 minutes kind of fall apart. But before that, it is a fun time. At least I thought so anyway. Mokomochi said Extraction. Did he direct Extraction? Oh, that's the new movie. That's the new Chris Hemsworth Netflix movie. No, he didn't direct that. That was Sam Hargrave. Stone Shockley. One movie I'm never going to watch is Cats. Yeah, you won't be getting a giveaway for that on this channel. That's for damn sure. Extraction with Chris Hemsworth. Yeah, that's the new one. So, yeah. It's not a terrible movie. There are fun parts, and you don't have Mark Wahlberg flickering a rubber band the whole movie. It's just very rushed with the plot and the characters. And actually, I actually think that's Rudy, what's her name? Ronda Rousey. She's in it, and this is probably her best acting role. She was very good in the movie. She actually gave a good performance. That was okay. Ending could have been better. Ending could have been a lot better. The last half of that movie was just... The last, like, 25 minutes of that movie was just dog shit. Okay, so here we go. Here's the thing. Yeah, Ronda Rousey wasn't bad. Way better than her performance in Furious 7. Yeah, she wasn't very good in that. Her facial expressions in that movie were just all over the place. It was like she always smelt something really bad. But she just smelt it, so her face just went, the whole time. It was just really weird. Alright, so here we go. Close Encounters of the Third Friggin' Kind. We're going to get out of here. Here we go. So, let me type out this question. Which also looks fantastic in 4K Blu-ray. Okay, this might be an easy question, but Close Encounters of the Third Kind was nominated for several Oscars. Who, that year, got double nominations for Best Original Score? Who? This might be the easiest question I've ever asked, at least for me. Stone Shockley, you wanted it, and guess what? You got it. You got it, buddy. You got it. Michael Reyes comes in second place. John Williams, Stone Shockley, you got it. You waited for it. You got it. Congratulations, Stone. You came out of this one a winner. Congratulations. You got it. Close Encounters of the Third Kind and Star Wars. Those are the two scores that John Williams was nominated for that same year. Double nominations. He's only done that a few times. Most recently, back in 2011-12, for Warhorse and the Adventures of Tintin. But only back in 1977-78, he won the Oscar. Best Original Score for Star Wars. A New Hope. So, congratulations, Stone. I think you do through email, right? So listen, if you want, send me an email. Send me an email and claim the code, and I will send it to you. So there it is, guys. There are the digital giveaways this week. Now, keep in mind, next week I don't know if I'm going to have any codes to give away. I might have 1, I might have 2, I might have 3, I might have 4. I don't know. I have no idea. There's no new releases coming out, and I don't know what's going to happen. So now there will be a show. I just don't know what the hell we're going to talk about. So we'll see. I'm sure there's going to be stuff coming over the next week, but yeah, that's the way she goes. But guys, yeah, if anybody has any final questions for me, like this episode is a Q&A, it isn't Ask Me Anything. So if anybody's got anything else that you want to talk about before we end the show, absolutely feel free to do so. Unbelievable montages. Be careful with emails. Scammers can pretend to be winners. It's been happening on YouTube. Yeah, well, what I'll actually do is when he does email me that, I'll go back and go through my past emails and make sure that it's the same email address, because Stone Shockley did also win the Star Wars The New Hope score, I think. Or film, digital code, which is crazy. Which is absolutely insane, because those were the 2 films that John Williams was nominated for. Close Encounters and Star Wars. And those are the 2 codes that he won from me. Is that weird or what? Is that a weird coincidence? That's a weird coincidence. That is crazy. But yeah, I guess you guys don't have any final questions, final thoughts, nothing off the top of your head. But hey, listen, it's been a fun one. It's been a great time. And here I'll show you guys this before we bounce. The case is a little thicker here, but Close Encounters on the Third Kind, 4K Blu-ray here, looks and sounds really good for the time it came out. I think the quintessential version of this is the director's cut. I think that's the version Steven Spielberg recommends. I like those thick Blu-ray cases. They break too easily when they're thin. Yeah, they do. I try to, when I take them out, be very gentle. Take the disc out, put it in, put it back on the shelf. They don't get dinged up that much. But yeah, you're right. I mean, the top corners of the spine, particularly, 2 or 3 of them have slight problems, but nothing too serious. I had a couple of Blu-rays and those thin cases just chip off after I take the shrink wraps off. Really? Well, that's not good. That's horrible. Damn. Geez. Yeah, let me see. I don't... This one here, this one is a... I don't want to open it too much, because I only really open this when I have to, but my Saving Private Ryan 4K Blu-ray, as you're talking about, I don't know if you could see, but the thing there is a little dinged up. So, yeah, that sucks. And when I bought Joker as well, brand new, it's kind of doing the same thing. And I haven't even had this for a long time, so I don't know if it's just the manufacturing or what the case is, but that's why I've been picking up a lot more Steelbooks, because they're a lot more sturdy, they're a lot more durable. I mean, hey, some studios make them different than others, but yeah, guys, that is gonna be it for me for this episode of Quickie Wednesday Live. This Ask Me Anything. Hey, and if you're watching this on the repeat, or if you watched the live stream and you've thought of a question that you want to ask, drop it in the comments, whatever you want to do. Totally up to you. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and join in the next episodes. Quickie Wednesday Live, anything else that comes on this channel. Don't forget to hit the like button if you haven't done so. My Fantastic Beast Blu-ray case is broken, says Stone Chocolate. That is a shame. Yeah, so they're very, not very durable. Unbelievable montage. Just wouldn't hurt getting a few custom cases to swap over. That is true. They're pretty affordable. The most expensive thing you'll pay for is the shipping plus tax fee. Stone Chocolate, so is my Star Wars Rebels Season 2 DVD case. Yeah, it all depends. Like, Steelbooks are the way to go. But if you're getting a standard Blu-ray, I can't, like, here, let me see. Like, some of them just they break. Like, the little thing inside. This one off the top of my head is Pocahontas, the 2-movie collection, and it comes with this little thing. It's when they weren't stacking their discs. And it was this little thing that came inside to flip it over, and it's just, it falls out. So, and if anybody's curious, where's the 3rd disc? Well, I do not have the Pocahontas 2 DVD anymore. Gave it away. I don't care for that movie. I only have this, you know, second one on Blu-ray because I have to, because it's on the same disc as the first one. But I do have just the DVD of this first movie as well. But yeah, so I have a couple like that. This one most notably. But you know, sometimes I'll just open a case and the thing will just be flying around in there. Let me see. Is this one? That one's good. I don't know. But I definitely feel your pain on that. I'm not sure what other ones are like that, but not many. You know, I keep as best care of them as I can. But yeah. So guys, again, thank you so much for watching. Everybody who joined, don't worry if you want a code. I will be sending it privately. So look out for that. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys next week during Quickie Wednesday Live episode 12. But until then, let's be sneaky here. Till then, that's about it. Thank you so much for watching episode 12 of Quickie Wednesday Live. Unbelievable montage. I can't wait till June for Parasite and the Sony set. Absolutely. And I can't wait either. So guys, thanks so much for watching. It's been a blast. And until next time, over and out.